Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out the V3000. It's an LED rechargeable work/camping light from IODOO. So let's go ahead and open it up and see what we have. Okay, before we open it up, I do want to show some of the product features that are on the back of the box. First of all, it does have a waterproof rating of IPX4. It has a maximum degree of lampshade at 270 degrees. It has 336 LEDs. The battery capacity is 13,200 milliamp hours. The input output is 5 volts at 2 amps. And the net weight is 3.7 pounds. Alright, here's what you get when you first open it up. You'll see your charging cable right here. It also does come with an extendable tripod. One thing I like about this is it does come with a travel bag, so you can easily carry this to your work site or your camping grounds. It does come with a small user's manual, and then in this styrofoam packaging is the light itself. And a little bonus, it does come with a remote control. So I have done a couple of reviews of lights just like this one, but this one has a couple of features that intrigued me, so that's why I wanted to check it out. First of all, you'll notice on this light, those are solar panels. So we're going to be testing exactly how much light we get out of it if it's dead and I leave it outside all day. That's one thing I really want to find out. I'm also going to find out when you just charge it to 100%, how long it will last in its brightest setting. Another thing about this light that the other two I reviewed don't have is it actually has 4 of these lights. So if you raise them all up, you see all 4 of them. And you can go ahead and just twist them all back down. So now you have 360 degrees of light. This thing also comes with 4 modes of light. It comes with warm light, it comes with white light, a warm white light, and then it also has a red flashing light. So if you're in an emergency, you can use this to attract people, or guide them away from what's going on. It also does come with a screw hole for the tripod. It does come with 4 magnets, so it'll stick to anything that's metal. And it also comes with a hook that are always notoriously impossible to get out with your bare hands. There we go. And that hook does spin 360 degrees on a ball as well. This one also does come with a USB-C charging port. It also comes with a 5 volt 2 amp USB-A port, so you can actually charge up your devices if you need to. Also, it doesn't really say anywhere in the manual, but the company claims that this has 8,000 lumens. I'm guessing that's 2,000 per panel. So we are going to go ahead and just turn all the lights off and see what this thing looks like all by itself in here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and turn it on. Wow, and there we go. That is the bright light right there, the white light. And that lights up this whole room really well. And I do see that it does have a battery indicator right on the bottom there to show 25, 50, 75, and 100% of battery capacity remaining. So that's nice. Let's go ahead and press this again. And that is the warm light, which again is bright. And then if you press them both, you get the warm and the white light, or the bright light. And then if you press it again, you get your flashing red light. And that's what that looks like. So that is very nice. And then if you press it again, it turns off. But let's go ahead and just put it on this mode. And if you press this other power button, what it does is it turns off 2 of the 4 panels. So it kind of saves you power and doesn't give you as much light. Go ahead and turn them all back on. And I believe if you hold this button down, it dims the light all the way down to this. So that's nice. It's a nice step down. It's actually a stepless light diminishment. And so if you probably hold it again, it will get brighter. And there we go. So I'm pretty impressed with this light. It gives off a lot of light. It has a lot of modes. You can turn off all 4 panels and only leave 2 on. And it does make it so you can adjust the brightness. Okay, so let's check out this stand. Feels like it's a all aluminum stand. The legs all shrink down. It does have 3 little releasable levers to extend out the tripod itself. And I'm 6 feet tall, and this is rising all the way up to here. So when you screw this on, you're looking at a light that is, 6.5 feet tall. Another nice feature about this stand is that these legs are actually adjustable. So you can click them all the way up so it stands as tall as you can get. Or there's 3 more levels where you can, adjust it all the way down. So this thing actually lays flat, which is nice. And then another thing is it looks like these legs have more levers here. So these, look at that, these extend out as well. So this thing can get super tall. Let's see how tall this thing can actually get. All right, so I'm not sure if you can even see it, but here's how tall we're looking at right here. This light can get all the way up to roughly 85 inches. That's 7 feet 1 inch tall. And then last but not least about this tripod is it actually has a hook at the bottom so you can hang it from the tripod itself. This is by far the most versatile work/camping light I've ever reviewed. But what I want to find out is I'm going to charge it to 100%. I'm going to go ahead and let it run on high with both versions of the light, the natural light and the bright light, to see how long it'll last. And then once it's dead, I'm going to put it out in the morning and let it soak up in the sun all day because it does have those solar panels on them. And then I'm going to run the same test again to see how long it'll run from a day's worth of sun. Now I'm not going to wait for a super sunny day, anything like that. I'm just going to throw it out there on a typical day. And I will show you the cloud cover and how it looks on that day, so don't you worry. So when I get those results, I will let you know. All right, everyone. Well, that light lasted about 15 hours on a full charge from 100% all the way to it just turned off. So now let me show you what I'm doing. Since this light does have solar panels, I went ahead and set it outside, and I'm going to go ahead and leave it out here all day until sunset. And it is actually facing south along with the rest of my panels, so I'm trying to give it the best chance to power up as much as possible. I hope that it actually does charge from a dead state. And also, I believe today is going to be pretty nice. You can see that it's going to be a little cloudy, but overall, it's going to be very nice. So it should be a very typical day when it comes to the amount of sun that this light is going to get. So I'll let you know how much runtime we get from a full day of solar charging. All right, well, the test results are finally in for the IODOO camping work light. And I must say I'm pretty impressed. When it came to charging it to 100% and then running it at full blast with all lights, I got 15 hours and 6 minutes and 41 seconds. And then after that, I went ahead and I took it outside at like 7 a.m. and I left it out there all day until about 7 p.m., so about 12 hours. And it was just a typical day. It wasn't super sunny and it wasn't super cloudy. It was just some sun, partially cloudy, whatever, typical. And then I brought it back in, turned it on with full blast lights, all panels, all lights, everything, to see how long it would run from the solar panels that were on top or on the back of the light panels themselves. And I got 3 hours and 43 minutes on full blast. And that's actually pretty impressive because first of all, the radiance of that day wasn't really the best. And then I ran it on full blast. And you wouldn't do that if this is your only light source. You would run it at maybe natural light or bright light, something like that, and you would probably lower the lumens of the brightness. So you wouldn't have it on full bright. So you could easily double that 3 hours and 43 minutes. And that's only from those solar panels on the back of those light panels. So I'm actually pretty impressed. I thought they were kind of gimmicky, but they're not. They're actually very useful. So what can I say about this IODOO light package? Well, I mean, the canvas bag, the telescoping stand that goes up to 7 feet, and then just the ability that the light has. For the price that you're paying, you're actually getting a lot. And did I ever mention it has a remote? That's just a bonus right there. So thank you so much for watching this video. If you have any questions about the IODOO Work Camping Light, please go ahead and leave them in the comments. I'll have a link to this item in my description, just in case you want to look further into it. Thanks again, and have a great day. Bye-bye.